everyone, this is Stamping Songbird, and today I'm going to make a super quick card using these cute little images from Kids Unite stamp set from Hero Arts. It's part of their Unity collection. I've already colored these off screen, and I'm just deciding if I'm going to use the boys or the girls. I'm also going to use the Plaid pattern paper that I created using Fawn's Plaid stencils. So I decided on using the boys. And I'm just going to fussy cut the boys out. I don't have any dies for this set. And when you're fussy cutting, the best way to fussy cut is to move the paper and not the scissors so much. So I'm leaving a white border all the way around and just going to cut that center part. Okay, so next I'm going to take an A2 size card base in navy blue, and I'm going to use that as the base for this card. Here's the plaid that I created using Fawn's plaid stencils, and here's what it looks like. I had this in a haul video, and I'll link that below so you can see. I also have a video on how to make this plaid, and I'll also link that below. So I'm going to use that plaid as the background. I colored the boys in similar colors to what I had on my plaid background. I used blues, reds, and yellows. So here I'm deciding if I'm just going to use a thin strip of paper of the plaid or the thicker one. And I like the way the thicker one or the wider one looks. And that one's about 3 by 4 1/4 inches. So I think I'm going to put the boys on the right side. I think they look great there on the right side. So first I'm just going to adhere the plaid background using some Barely Art glue and just positioning that right in the center. Okay, so for the boys, I want to mount them, but I have some foam dots that are pretty thick. Those are the ones you see there. But what I do also have are some leftover strips of foam adhesive or foam tape that I've used in other projects, and they were perfect for this image. So I'm just placing all of those little strips behind the boys to give them a little bit of a lift. So here I'm almost done. Just making sure that they're going to be stable. And I'm just checking again to see if I want it on the right side. But before I add the boys to the card front, I'm going to add a little bit of interest to the card front above the plaid paper by creating some faux stitching using a Jelly Roll white pen. I think it just makes it stand out a little bit more. Now I'm deciding whether I want to go portrait style or landscape. So vertical or horizontal. I like the way that the horizontal looks, but I haven't decided yet. I also need a sentiment. Like I said in the beginning, this is going to be a happy birthday card. So I have all of these strips from Cathy Zielske's Reverse Sentiments cardstock sentiments. That's a mouthful. And I just grabbed a couple of the strips that I thought would make sense to create a birthday card. So I'm cutting up Birthday Boy, and I'm going to cut up Happy Day so that I can create Happy Birthday. This is just an easy way to get a sentiment that's appropriate for your card without having to stamp it. So there's my Happy Birthday sentiment. And I'm going to decide whether I want to keep the card, again, landscape or portrait. So I'm just going to put my sentiment down just to see what that looks like, and I think it looks fantastic that way. But I changed my mind and I end up going portrait style. And that looks great too. So my birthday sentiments are going to go right there at the top, and I'm just going to mount those with some foam tape. And these are Recollections brands that you can get at Michael's. It's actually Michael's own brand. Okay, all of my mounting tape or foam dots are on the back of my sentiment. So I'm just pulling off the backing and trimming off a little bit on the birthday sentiment. And just placing them gently. And once I'm happy, then I press them down. Next, I'm gonna add the boys. And I'm sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. That's my cat. She loves to play early in the morning with her little toy mice and runs all over the house until she gets tired. So here I'm just adding some glue to the back of the boys with some Barely Art glue and just placing them there on the right side. And that's it. It's a simple birthday card for a boy or from a boy to his best friend. And I use the Lawn Fawn Plaid stencils. I use a Jelly Roll white pen. And I use Cathy Zielske's reverse sentiments. Oh, and the stamp set, Kids United from Hero Arts. I think it came out great. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and leave a comment. See you next time. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.